Welcome to Urban Pulse, your weekly look at what's going on in the Good Life City. This week we have with us Miss Diane Blocker, who is director of the Albany Autism Center, and she's going to be sharing some information about the upcoming Autism Walk that they have going on this weekend. So welcome, Diane.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit, before we go into the walk, tell us a little bit about what autism is and how it affects people.
Autism is a developmental disability that affects children. It's a lifelong disability. So we have a lot of kids in our community that are diagnosed. The prevalence is 1 in 110 right now. So I have an 8-year-old son with autism, and we've done some studies. There's probably over 400 kids in our surrounding counties and Dougherty County that are affected by autism. Like I said, autism is a developmental disability that affects communication, social interaction, repetitive routine, and that kind of stuff. So it's obvious in some children, and some children it's not so obvious. It's a spectrum disorder, so it's hard to pinpoint.
So if there's parents out there that are watching this, what are some things that they should look for, or some symptoms or signs that maybe they need to go get further evaluation?
They need to follow their regular developmental checklist. If you have a child that's under 3 years old, pull out your Babies Can't Wait developmental checklist. If your child misses any of those milestones, then you need to talk to your doctor. At 9 months and at 18 months, your pediatrician is supposed to be doing the MCHAT, the modified checklist for autism in toddlers, regardless if they're missing any milestones or not. So make sure that if you have a child those ages, that you have your pediatrician do that. And
your center, let's talk a little bit about the work that you all do.
Okay.
Because your center helps with parents who are dealing with children with autism. Talk a little bit about the services that they get when they partner with your organization.
Okay, well, we opened our clinic in 2008 where we provided therapy. Since then we've made some changes, and right now we're focused on advocacy, and we try to just spread awareness. Another clinic has opened in town, so we refer parents to them. What we try to do is get the newly diagnosed families that are not sure what to do, and we are the resource. I try to say the one-stop shop. We are the place where people come to get information. We have a website, SoweGoAutism.com, so they can go there, and if they have any questions, shoot me an email or give me a call, and then I can kind of advocate for them. Okay,
so basically you help refer people to other resources. You're basically one-stop shop. If you don't know exactly what to do, you have the information and can point them in the right directions. Great. Well, let's talk a little bit about the walk that you're doing this weekend and how that impacts the community and what the money's used for.
Okay.
A little bit, if you would.
The Junior League, Albany Junior League has chosen us as their signature project. Okay. So they've done a couple fundraisers, and they're also doing the walk this year. So it has been great to have all those girls involved and help take care of this. But they're doing a 5K run and then a 1-mile fun walk at Doublegate Country Club. Saturday it starts at 8 a.m. Registration in advance is $20, and that day of is $25.
Okay, great. And so the money that you raise from this walk goes to help your facility and to help parents that are in need of your resources. What are some of the things, if people out there just want to maybe make a contribution or a donation to your center, what are some of the things that you need and some of the things that the money goes to help
Good.
fund?
I'm so glad you asked that. That's the biggest change that we've made, because for a few years now, every fundraiser that we've had has come to help support the actual clinic. Well, now that we've made some changes and Beckham Behavioral Consulting opened her clinic, the money that we raise actually goes to the families. Okay. So we have bought, communicative technology for the kids that have trouble communicating. We just bought a handicapped stroller for another family that couldn't afford it. That's the kind of stuff that this money will go to. So we can provide scholarships for children that need to go to private schools and that kind of stuff. So it's really good.
So in other words, there are a lot of things associated with autism that most people may not be aware of, and special learning equipment and things of that nature. So it's very important. So if people may not necessarily participate in the walk, how would they get resources to you all? Is there, do they mail it to you? Can they bring it by the office? Give us some of that
They
information.
could mail it to 1509 West 3rd Avenue,
Okay.
or you could call the center, 883-6288, and I will stop what I'm doing at any time to take a donation.
Okay.
But yeah, we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for the community pulling together, because autism services are not covered by insurance or Medicaid or anything. So everything that we do is based off of donations and fundraisers and parents.
Well, I can imagine that would be very difficult for a parent that you mentioned that your insurance doesn't cover it. So that's you know, something that I think is very important and something worth pointing out, because obviously there are a lot of therapy needs that you go through, and you're basically paying for that out of pocket.
Exactly.
So it can be very expensive, I could imagine.
It is.
So that even just highlights even more the importance of the walk and awareness and raising money to kind of help with this type of organization. And it's a fairly new organization to our community, but also something that we know is very significant and important. So we just want to remind everyone, February 19th, Doublegate Country Club, 5K run starts at 8 a.m. and 1 mile fun run is at 8:30. Then it's $20 registration, pre-registration, and then is it the day of registration is $25, and registration starts at
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 7:30.
7:30, 8 a.m.
There you go. So Diane, we appreciate you taking your time to come to talk with us. We definitely want to help support this event and encourage the community to get involved. And as again, you can reach Diane by phone at
883-6288.
okay.
Or
That's all right.
Email is Albany Autism Center at Yahoo, and SowegaAutism.com.
And thank you very much for joining us,
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to having you back on in the future.